Hey, welcome to my channel. My name's Alex. This is Hope with Alex. I am going to just do a quick intro video to tell you why I'm here, why I created a channel, why I created an Instagram. So here we go. I am a ex-addict and alcoholic. I've been sober for 9 years. I got married to a guy that I dated in high school. We've been married for 5 years. I got saved by the grace of God right around the time that I became sober. I am starting a clothing company. I knew I was going to need to get on social media soon, and I just really didn't have a reason to get on. I've always wanted to encourage people, and I do that in my daily life. I love it. It's my mission in life is to empower freedom. So I try to do it with my family and my friends, but I just didn't really know what to do with the YouTube channel. About 4 months ago, we lost my older brother in his battle with depression and addiction to suicide. And everything kind of clicked in that moment, and I knew that it was time to stop being afraid and that I needed to step into my purpose. And I know my purpose is to, like I said, empower freedom in people's lives. I have a story to tell. I've gained wisdom and knowledge through God, through what I've gone through, and I love sharing about these stories. You know, Jesus has taken away all the shame, so I'm an open book. And after losing my brother, I just knew that it was time to get on social media and encourage hope and let people know that God is good no matter what the circumstance, no matter what you're going through. God is good. He will comfort you. He wants to love you. He wants to have a relationship with you. As even during this time, this hardest time in my life, God has been so faithful to comfort. And I know He can comfort you if you let Him, if you reach out to Him, no matter what you're going through right now, whether it's depression and suicidal thoughts, or it's a family member who's suffering, or it's a health diagnosis, or your marriage is suffering. If you pray to God, if you pursue Him, if you journal, if you cry to Him, if you tell Him how you're feeling, even if it means you're mad at Him, it doesn't matter. If you press into God, He will be faithful to comfort you. I am planning on sharing my testimony. I'm planning on giving you tips. If you're trying to get sober, I'll tell you what helped me get sober. If you're walking through the loss of a loved one, especially a loss of someone with the death by suicide, then it's been so recent. You know, I'm still walking through the grief, but maybe me trying to bring a purpose to this will help encourage you to bring a purpose to your loved one and their life that they lived. And if anything, hopefully it will just show you that God is faithful as I share some of the stories where God has comforted me. I think that there's a lot of guilt associated with death by suicide, especially if you're super close to the person as we were and you were fighting their battles with them. Unfortunately, you know, we can't always fight our loved ones' battles, even though I would have. You know, I wish I could have, but unfortunately, we all have to fight our own battles at one point or another, and that's the bottom line. I don't think Albert lost his battle because he knew God, and I know he's home with Jesus, and I know he's free and he's happy and he's living the life that I've always wanted him to live here on earth, and I know I'm gonna get to see him when I go home, and that's awesome. It really is awesome. But to deal with the guilt and to let go of that guilt, I will definitely do a video now that I'm talking about it to try to encourage you in the ways that I was able to free myself of that and truly know it's not my fault. And I still battle with that, you know, I do, but it's not my fault, and it's not your fault, and it's not my family's fault. We can study the Bible together, and that's something that I was doing with my brother before he passed away. I'm gonna do that in honor of him on here. And that's one of the other reasons I'm starting this, is to continue what me and Albert started together, and we've been able to continue it with my little brother and my mom. We do a weekly Bible study just like I did with my brother, and it makes sense to do it here with you. So I hope that some of this resonates with you, and I hope that this is a place that you can come to where you feel loved, you feel encouraged, you see God's goodness through my life, you see God's faithfulness, and encourages you to grow closer to God, because that's what it's all about. It's about loving God and loving people. So if this is something that you want to be a part of, then I am so excited to walk through this journey with you. And please feel free to comment or DM me through my Instagram, which is Hope with Alex, and tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what your thoughts are, what you loved about a Bible study that we did. I want this to be going both ways. So please subscribe if this is something that you want to do, and if something that you want to follow, please also hit that alarm button. That way you can be notified when I post new videos. Also, don't forget to like. All of this combined together will hopefully someday help me get paid by YouTube for my efforts put in here. So subscribing, liking, those actually really do make a difference. So I would really appreciate it if you take the time to do that if you're gonna walk through this journey with me. God bless you. I'll see you soon.